What is going on, guys? GregglesTV. It is that time. The other day I put a post on my community page on YouTube asking you guys for some questions that you had for me, and you guys sent a bunch of questions. I'm going to answer every single one of them, most likely in some form or fashion. So I have my phone here with all the questions, and let's go through them. First off, Dark Vader says he messed up on his first question, but he basically asked me, do you use an actual camera or a camera phone for making your videos? Because I'm thinking about using my Note 9. Suggestions? Yes, all my camera equipment that I use on a daily basis is linked always below in the description of my videos. It'll say like gear I use or something, and it's right there. I generally use my Panasonic GH4 camera. That's what I use generally. I will do like some B-roll sometimes with my phone, which ends up being the Galaxy Note 9 currently. I'll probably use the Pixel phone when that comes out. But yeah, using your Galaxy Note 9 is a great idea. Only thing is the sound isn't going to be that great, I don't think anyway, so you might want to look at alternatives to capture the sound. Either if you can find a microphone that works with the Galaxy Note 9 and the internal regular camera app, great, or find some other third-party device that picks up audio really, really well. Next up, Steven and Julie said, I noticed your weather widget on your Galaxy Note 9 in one of your videos. Do you reside in Chula Vista, California? If so, I do too. What are your top 3 gaming apps for Android? Yes, I reside in Chula Vista, California. I didn't grow up here, but that's where I live right now in Chula Vista, California, which is basically 10 minutes south of San Diego, and we're really, really close to the Mexican border. As for my top 3 gaming apps, I'm not a big phone gamer, but I do play some games. Currently, I'm playing Candy Crush Friends. I didn't say I was an amazing, like cool, hip gamer on these things. Candy Crush Friends, I like games that are really relaxing. Cash Inc., which is a game where you just get like fake money or money, whatever, and you buy stuff. It's kind of stupid, but I play that. Other than that, let's go with Wordscapes. Sometimes like a good word game, so yeah, Wordscapes. Next up is James Matthews. You already know my question. I actually already answered his question. Basically, he's asking me which wallpaper I use that shows up like the colors on the edges of my screen. You can see it's like colorful. And I told him I use, it's called S8, like Galaxy S8, S8 Paintball 04. That's what I use on my phone. I grabbed it from the Galaxy theme store, and that's where you can get it. Phil Davis, on a PC, what media player would you recommend to transfer iTunes library to? I need to find a compatible one to work with Samsung to put all my music on my Note 9. I told him just to upload it to Google Music. I generally don't do this anymore. I have all my music personally backed up on Google Music, and I don't download anything for myself. I just use Spotify. So if I was him, I'm not too well versed in that currently, but I would still say Google Music. Jason Bowen is asking, why won't you sell me your Switch? You don't use it. He's talking about my Nintendo Switch when I made a video, I think it was about the Nintendo Switch, saying I don't really use it that much, and I'm not going to sell it because there's still a chance I'm probably going to play it, and it's probably a game I want to play on that system, so that's why I'm not going to sell it. DeBoss Mr. 300 is asking, how can I stop apps from reinstalling after I delete them? I don't even know what he's talking about. I responded to him, not sure what that means. Sounds like a virus. Again, I have no idea what he's talking about. If you guys know, leave him a comment down below. Would you go to Barcelona for Samsung Unpacked? The one for 2019 should be a good one, and that's from Intrigue Tech. I probably won't go. It sounds like a very expensive trip to potentially not get much out of it in terms of, like a million views or something to really catapult the channel. So I'd probably go with no on that one. Mellow Gin, hello. I heard rumors that Apple and Samsung will stop releasing new smartphones. Is that true? Where did you hear that? I've never heard that in my entire life, and no, it's completely not true. Those are huge money makers for both of them. Any update on the Galaxy S9? I got a Gear S3, and on 50% it will turn off. Why is that? So he basically has Angelo Blanes has a Gear S3 that turns off after 50%. I would reset them to factory settings and we'll go from there if a reboot didn't already work with that. The King's asking, did you like the Max, the iPhone XS Max? And no, I didn't. I found it very boring. Overall, as a phone though, it's a nice camera. It's fast. The screen's pretty. The speakers are great. But did I like it? What I wanted as a phone? Definitely not. I don't like the software. I find it really, really boring. Harshdeep Baria is asking, when are you coming to India, brother? Probably never, honestly. I don't even like to fly, and then that's like a really far fly, and then I just don't see myself going to India anytime soon. The Duke is asking, which subscriber has been with you for the longest that you are aware of? And I don't know. I honestly, I can't remember. I don't know. If you've been the longest subscriber and you still watch my videos, leave a comment down below. Omar Ahmed is asking, should I shed a few extra $100 to get the Note 9 over the Note 8? What are the major differences you've realized from personal experience? That is a great question. And I would say, yes, I haven't had the Note 8 in a while, but I love the Note 9. I really, really do. I liked the Note 8 for the most part, but the Note 9 is just, it's seriously almost perfect. It's fast. The battery life is the best on any Samsung phone I have ever used, like bar none. So that's probably the number one reason I would say go to the Galaxy Note 9. The screen is beautiful. The speakers are great. The software is fluid and feature filled. There's really nothing to not like about this phone. The camera is really good. So I would say do the jump. I would say get the Galaxy Note 9 for sure. I think it's worth it. Mr. D's product review channel has a few questions. What was the best and worst phones that you have personally used? Oh God, probably some kind of Chinese phone that I can't think of that I did a review on, or I can't think. I can't think of like a phone that I really, really hated. What is or was the best smartphone feature that you have ever used? Best smartphone feature I have ever used. I would say the Pixel camera has impressed me the most, like the quality of the camera. What was the biggest unexpected smartphone surprise that you didn't know about beforehand and absolutely loved? These questions are difficult. An unexpected, I'll say it was unexpected that I thought the Galaxy Note 9 battery life would be as good as it was. Even though they kind of told us it was, I didn't believe the hype, but it's definitely really, really good. What was your last dumb phone before getting your first smartphone, and what was your very first smartphone? I can't remember what my last dumb phone was. It was probably like an LG flip phone or something. As for first smartphone, was a BlackBerry, I don't remember the exact name. It was the one that had like 2 letter keys on each number. I don't remember what it was, but if you remember that, it was like a candy bar phone. That was my first one. D. Franzen is asking, my son's Note 8 screen went black, can't turn off phone, can't do anything. You can feel it vibrate. I did the power button volume down to do a soft reset and still won't come on. Any ideas? Samsung gave me a ticket to send to them for repair, but it will take 3 weeks to get back. Obviously, he doesn't want to wait that long. Honestly, you know what I would do? If you can't figure it out by what you did so far, honestly, I would just send it to Samsung. And in the meantime, I would probably just go to Best Buy or, AT&T, wherever, and just get a phone, use that phone, and then just return it and pay the restocking fee, which is like 35, 40, 45 bucks, something like that. That way your son has a phone and you get your other phone fixed. Scott S. says, love your videos, easy to listen to, humble, informative, straight to the point. By the way, it took me 3 times to get dome glass installed perfectly. Attention to details matters. And you know what? I've tried it twice on 2 different phones. We can't get it. It's like air bubble city on that stuff. Even with an OtterBox Defender case, although many say it won't or may not work. Regarding your question, how about covering some apps or tech stuff settings to block telemarketers, scam callers, false caller ID calls, and other topics that may be helpful, found on XDA forums for Note 9 and carrier-specific differences. I've kind of done that in the past with the Galaxy Note 9. The unlocked version already has, if you go into the call settings, you can block calls really, really easily. And you can also see who's calling, and it'll tell you if it's a spam call or not. Also, the Pixel 3 has a feature coming out that allows you to screen calls, and that's coming up. But as for breaking it down individually, maybe I'll do it. I'm not gonna make any promises. Everything Tech, how have you been doing now that it's been a while that you're a full-time YouTuber? Honestly, it's now that I'm a full-time YouTuber, it is definitely harder than I thought it was. And it's harder than I thought it was because I have to spend a lot of time with my son to watch him. So I don't have as much free time as I expected to have making videos. And it's definitely, like, especially the news videos when I have no one here except for me and my son, it's really difficult at times to get that video out, believe it or not. So that sometimes when I'm really late, that's usually why, it's because of my son. And then my morning video, I have to do that at night. And sometimes I'm just too tired to do it, even though I still get it out. But yeah, it's more difficult than I expected. Josh, I always mess his name up. I'm going to say Quinones. Quinones, I don't know. What inspired you to start making videos related to tech? I used to watch all the big guys, I always say it, MKBHD, Austin Evans, Lou from Unboxed Therapy. I'd watch them and be like, I can't do exactly what they can do, but I can do that. I can give my own take on it and give them my personality to it. And I'm always the go-to tech person for all my friends and family. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I did it. And that's how I started my channel. Intellitext is, if you had to pick any phone ever made and you had to use it for the rest of your life, it wouldn't get slow or anything, but it would be the same since day one, what would you choose? Right now, I would either say the Galaxy Note 9 or the Pixel 3 XL, probably. I haven't used the Pixel 3 XL, but I can only imagine it's going to be better than the Pixel 2 XL, even though it has the notch. So I'd either choose one of those phones. That's my guess right now. I'm legit because I'm the ish. Is asking, with the way iOS has matured since the iPhone 3G, do you think Apple is ripping off its customers or not? Kinda, in a way. I think they should give more customization. I think that's the big thing missing, is give iPhone users more customization so they can decorate their home screens the way they want rather than the way Apple wants you to. That's what makes the iPhone, to me, really, really boring. And the icons are really, really huge and they're too big. You can even make them a little bit, they're too big. So customization would be nice to see on the iPhone. Travis Cobber is asking, if you could only have one and we're going to keep it for 2 years, based on everything you know about each to date, what would you choose? The Note 9 6GB version of Pixel 3 XL, OnePlus 6T, of course, not only interested in your choice, but also the reasoning. Thanks. Oh, so keep it for 2 years. I would not do the Note 9, and I don't know if that's a surprise, because the Note 9 I feel like needs, I'm gonna turn this on while I talk. The Note 9 needs that 8GB of RAM, I feel like, especially after 2 years. So at that point, I would either choose the Pixel 3 XL or the OnePlus 6T, because they're gonna be extremely fast even at that point 2 years later. Also, they're gonna get, all three phones will probably pretty much get updates, but the OnePlus 6T and the Pixel 3 XL will get updates a lot faster than the Galaxy Note 9 will. So you'll have the latest security updates, you'll have the latest software updates, all that stuff. So that's why I would say go with one of those phones. So if you notice, my light just died, so I had to change the battery. So we're keeping this real. Like I told you, I like to keep it real with you guys, not too, plasticky, commercial looking. Anyways, Google JJC is saying, what is the setup time Samsung Galaxy S4? I don't even know what that means. That makes no sense to me, sorry. So I don't know what you're talking about. Gaming Law says, which are you looking more forward to, the Pixel 3 or the OnePlus 6T? Definitely the Pixel 3. Even though the OnePlus 6T is gonna have better specs, I really love the Pixel phone. I say it all the time. They're both smooth phones. It's a really clean experience. The cameras are fantastic, and now it has, not that I'm a huge fan of it, but they have wireless charging. It has water resistance, more so than the OnePlus 6T does. That's probably why, and the build quality just, to me, feels better than the OnePlus phones. One DNK1. First Samsung I ever owned, Note 9. Picked up the Gear VR, ordered the free Note 9 adapter from Samsung. I'm blown away. The Note 9 specs are awesome for VR and the battery life rocks. Please make some videos on Gear VR and DeX, as these features need way more exposure, as there really are top features that no other company is offering with their phones. I want Samsung to continue to offer it and develop these two features on future phones. I don't think he's asking me a question. It sounds more like he's demanding something. Yeah, I think the Dex is cool. I haven't even tried it, to be honest with you, and I planned on it. I just haven't done it. Gear VR is tough to make videos on because you don't see, you have to really experience that. So that's really why I don't do a lot of VR stuff. Angelo Blanes, that's who I think asked a question earlier, if I'm not mistaken. I have a question. What is the big news that's, you said October 11th, Samsung got a big news. What is it? I think he's talking about the four Samsung 4 cameras, and that was the Samsung Galaxy A9 middle range phone. Nothing too crazy. That's what that was about. Sorry for the name, LOL. Oh, his name, F Nugget. You fill out the rest of the 3 letters after that, F Nugget. I have the Note 9 right now. Should I upgrade to the Note 10 when it comes out, or wait till the Note 11? I have no idea. The Note 10's not even out. I mean, I get the new phone every year, so I'm going to tell you get the new phone every year. Get the Note 10. Stephen and Julie, he responded to someone else. Is there any way to print? Stephen and Julie asked me another question. Is there any way to prevent apps moving back to internal storage from the SD and back to internal when updating? Really annoying having to move them back. I haven't personally had that issue. I have the 512, so I haven't even messed around with the SD card. And generally, when I've had an SD card, I generally don't put apps on there. I've showed videos on how to do it, but I don't do it, so not too familiar why it would move back and forth. Riaz Asharf put LOL, some right knobs, but I think he meant noobs. Here, swear, makes me laugh. Answer this, why are people so dumb? People are so dumb because they're not smart. Does that make sense? And the last question, because this is probably too long of a video. If you're still here and you're still watching, I'm going to give you a secret code word and put it in the comments down below. And the secret code word is, let's say, chocolate chip cookies. Put chocolate chip cookies and I'll know you watched this whole video, or at least got to this part. On the Note 9, I have a 250 gigabyte card filled with music. I install all apps, pics, all downloads to internal memory. It says 500 gigabytes on 3% full. How do I force all future data to internal memory? Usually it's on a case-by-case basis of the app. For instance, like with Spotify, you can go into the settings and change that to where you want to store the music, into the SD card or the internal memory, and you can do that with like Google Music. So just checking the settings of each specific app that happens in, if it's going to the SD card and you want it to go to the internal memory or vice versa, just go and do that, and that's the way I would figure how you would do it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you watched this whole thing again, thank you so much. I know it was a long one, but I wanted to get everybody's question in. I don't think I skipped anyone. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you down the road.